Welcome back, my duck means to WTF News. What the beep? Basically, the gaming version. Yes, I have two versions of the WTF News because I decided to split them up. Anime is on the anime side, the gaming's on one side. Basically, I decided not to put them all together because it would just cause confusion in the community. But just to let you know, I don't care what community you're in. I don't care if you're from any community, as long as it's not harmful. As long as it's not harmful to the anyone else, I don't care. As long as you're safe, I'm trying to describe. As long as you're happy, fun, and not a danger to anyone else, I don't care. All right. Now I'll probably make a video who rather what kind of communities I don't care about, and don't care about you joining my army one day. But whatever. Well, no more talking about that. Now, today, you've seen the title. Basically, we're going to be talking about what's happening with Anthem and what's happening with Fallout 76. Basically, this is what's happening. Currently, with Anthem, well, what else I have to say? It's dead. It's gone. It's still alive somehow, but it's barely on life support. I have to say this again. This game is dead. People who are still loyal to this, at this point you have to decide. You have to decide now, because right now this game is just there's like nothing left of this game now. The people who are still loyal to this game, I suggest they use time for you to move on, because at this point there is no way that this game can continue on living right now. Now, here's where it's gonna come in more, is that if you heard about the Cataclysm event, which is going to be temporary, just let you know this now, sadly, that it's going to be temporary, it's not going to be permanent, and unfortunately, yeah, that's not really how you're going to be making this kind of game. Anthem, basically people Bioware, whoever is commanding this ship, I don't know who it is, you should have made this permanent, because really you really need some life into this game. But if this is just gonna be permanent, by the time this ends, nobody's gonna be bothered playing with this thing anymore. Like, there's no point. Heck, the Cataclysm event was supposed to be this world changer, but instead they're supposed to change Anthem as we know it, change the story, change everything, but it's just a different part of the map, and it doesn't look anything like the E3 trailer that was shown. It basically is just the shell, a dumbed down version of it, which is saddening. And, well, the one that basically the half-assed version, which I'm just gonna call it now, that literally half-assed, barely looks anything different. It's just a coat of paint. It's basically just a filter. A Snapchat filter is basically people are calling it. And then you start in this bubble, you leave, and then you go around these places, hit these little orbs to create a bubble, which are temporary, just to get points. And then you fight against the boss, and then you get the highest score if you defeat the boss. But really, there's no point in that. Basically, if you want the best score, you gotta speedrun this thing, but I don't really see the point of that. There's no point, which is saddening how this game is in this state. There's like nothing left of this game to save. It's time for this game to die, because at this point they're just trying their best to try to get as much stuff as possible. And there's really nothing left to do here. I'm sorry, but if you're a fan of this game and you're defending it, I have to tell you this. You have to tell me how are you defending this. And if you say that there's content coming, dude, here's the thing. The content is supposed to have been come out in May. Unfortunately, barely anything came out. And now they deleted the entire roadmap and just gave us a half-assed roadmap. And now this game is like getting to the point of dying. There's like nothing left of this game. And yeah, the Cataclysm event is just a hollow shell of it's what it was, and there's nothing left to do but to let this game die. I'm sorry here, but this game is literally dying. And that's all I have right now, because the Cataclysm event and everything's happening is like nothing happening here. There's like nothing here to save. Alright, that's about it. Now let's go on to Fallout 76. I know that the Anthem thing was short, but there was really nothing to say besides saying that the Anthem thing is just a hollow shell and that the Cataclysm was just basically just a filter, and there's basically nothing to save here. I just came to let you people know and to search for it yourself that, yeah, the game is literally about to be dying. Now, I said I'll move on to the next one, which is Fallout 76, which I have to say this now. Todd Howard, what the heck were you talking about? And if you haven't heard yet, is that Todd Howard said this, that I'm going to give you the clip notes version, is that he said that it doesn't matter how the game is given out, it's about how it ends up. Basically saying that it doesn't matter if the game comes out half-assed, it doesn't, as long as we fix it up later on and makes it work all the way, it'll be working in the end, and as long as that happens, it'll be alright. Basically, that's what he's saying. Here's the thing, Todd, that's not how it works. That's not how I want it to work. Which, unfortunately, how most of the companies have been doing lately, and unfortunately, Bethesda's now following suit. Which I hope they realize that this is not how it works. Look, Anthem basically is doing it, and look what happened to them. It's dying. And I have no idea how Fallout 76, right, is alive still. It should have died like after what happened. But literally, Todd, the way you said it, basically you say you don't care how it comes out in the beginning. As long as you get it out, it doesn't matter. No, that's not how works. It matters if you do it right in the beginning, and then people come in and see how well this game is created, and then you start improving later on, and then when it ends up, it becomes better. Not when it comes out like a piece of crap game, and then you decide, oh well, it's a piece of crap, we're just gonna get as much money out of it, and then basically start fixing it up, and that way people will stay longer afterwards, because then they'll see, oh well, they fix it up, and then they'll stay longer. No, we want a game created in the beginning and to be working. A game needs to be working in the beginning, not half-assed in the beginning. Alright? Seriously, Todd. If this is how you're going to work, then I'm sorry how any other game is going to be happening. A game needs to be great in the beginning, so that way people will keep coming back and see how great it becomes later on. Even more greater and later on. Not half-assed and decide that, oh, we're just going to fix up anyway, like later on anyway. It doesn't really matter if it's bad. We're just going to have it working. We're just going to half-ass it now and then make it work later on. No, that's not how it's going to work. And I'm freaking not going to let that happen as well. Hopefully, everyone else stands up against this, because we can't let this happen. Become the norm, sorry. Now, other news is that, if you remember the canvas bag, right now I have no idea if anyone has gotten that canvas bag yet. Remember that issue where they promised it, but then after that they half-assed it and just gave everyone nylon bags because of there was the shortage of materials or something? I don't know. Freaking they said that, but we all know it wasn't a shortage of anything. Now, which is saddening here. Now, let's see. What else? Yeah, basically. And then, all of a sudden, they're supposed to be delivering the canvas bags now. And I have no idea if anyone has. So, if you have gotten your canvas bags, let me know down in the comments down below. And if not, and if you're still waiting on it, let me know as well. Because literally, if you're still waiting on it, this needs to be... people need to know, alright? And also people saying that, oh, well, it doesn't matter, it's been like a while, who cares? No, we can't let this go. If we let this go, these companies, basically, Bethesda will think, and every other company will think that, oh, it's going to be alright. It's going to be, oh, well, we managed to trick these guys. They let it go, so we can now do it again later on. And then other companies are going to take suit and think, oh, well, it doesn't matter. These guys are just going to forget about it a while now. For a little while. They're going to forget about it, and then we can do it again later on. No, we can't let these companies think that they can do it again. We have to stop them now. We got to make sure we let them know that this is not what they need to do. They cannot trick us and think that, oh, you're going to get this, but instead we're going to give you this later on. No, we cannot let them have that. Basically, remember what Bethesda did. They try to half-ass everything. They try to make sure not to bury this all down. They try to make it so that you would forget about it, and they try to make it so that to give you $5 for a $30 canvas bag or $20 canvas bag, which was part of a $200 collection edition, which to a game that didn't even bother, was half-assed in the first place, basically. So we cannot let this go. None of us can let this go. If we let this go and let them have this, then they're going to do it again, and then every other company are going to try copying them. We cannot let this happen, alright? Alright. Now, what else? And yeah, that's about it. I'm just letting, like I said, these news network, this WTF News is about spreading the word about the issues that's happening in these areas, alright? In the gaming community, and also the anime community, if you bother watching that. Watching my WTF News anime version. But we cannot let these people, these companies, think they're able to decide to take this down. Alright, to do this multiple times. Alright then. Now, finally, we're going to be doing something. If you haven't heard, there's something of the loot box, a law that's about the loot box ban, a law that's being passed around lately. And so far, it's getting steam. Unfortunately, it's not getting enough steam, so we need to help it out as much as possible. Spread the word around that the loot box ban is right now happening right now. And if you have no idea what that is, basically what this is, that's another part of the news that I need to talk about today. What that means is that these companies that, if you haven't heard, the loot box is basically a big issue in the gaming community right now, where these companies will try their best to try to use basic casino method kind of slot machine, casino method something, in order to make people spend more money in these games, which they don't get anything out of it at all. Basically, it's just virtual items. And basically they're targeting children because, of course, they're impressionable and they want to get as much money out of the kids as possible, because they know that if they can get to the kids, they'll be able to get as much money as possible. But this law is going to be here. If this passes, these companies will not be able to get these kids addicted to these games. All right, basically the senators there are working together. The Republicans and Democrats are starting to work together. Three of them. Well, one is a Democrat, two are Republicans. Hopefully, I got that right. If not, let me know down in the comments. Is basically helping out with this ban right now. And sorry I'm talking like this, but when it's a serious issue, for some reason I talk like this. And what else? Yeah, we need to talk if this passes, all these companies have no choice but to freaking follow the law. And also, they're trying to say that without this method, the gaming companies are saying, without this method, we will not be able to make as many games. Look, you do not need to make this kind of method. You do not need this method. You can make great games without using these underhanded tactics here. And also, they're saying that they need this in order to make the games. You're just saying that you want to basically make kids addicted just to make your casino kind of games. You're basically saying that you want to keep, you greedy corporations are saying that you want to keep these methods to create games, but you need these kids to be addicted to your games in order to make great games, is what you're saying. And don't try to deny it. And I'm thankful that we're using the kid thing here, because the kids need to be protected. And I know there's other people who are addicted to these kind of things, but right now we need to focus on the kids, because adults already have an understanding of this. But kids, they're right now are still developing, and they could easily be impressionable here. And we do not want to have the kids, the next generation, to be impressionable to these kind of things. Hopefully we can spread this around as much as possible. And unfortunately, this might not pass because of course it could be passed off, and these corporates, greedy corporates, could throw their money around to try to stop it. But I hope we can start a fire under these places and make awareness to this, that we need these laws in place, because we cannot allow these games to be be casinos here. And I hope you're on the bus right here, support of this as well. So, let me know down in the comments if you support this kind of issues here. Alright. And that's all I have today. If I forgot anything, let me know down in the comments about any of these issues. Let me know anything at all. And let me know if you want me to like add more into these videos, or just make a single video for each issue. But actually, I'll combine some of these together so that way people know the issues. Now, like I said, let me know down in the comments if I forgot anything on any of these issues. Add your comments down below. Let me know what you feel about the comments down below as well. Press the like button. Get subscribe down below. Comment as well, like I said, and what was it? Press the bell next to the subscribe button so you be notified whenever my videos come up. And what else? And also, if you get the choice between all and sometimes, press the all button so you be notified whenever my videos come up. All right? Because you know how YouTube is not allowing these videos to come up at all for some reason. Sorry. But like I said, press the all. Sorry, I haven't eaten yet, so I gotta freaking go eat. I'm hungry right now. So like I said, press the all one when you press the bell thing, alright? And yeah, that's about it. Alright, if I forgot anything, let me know down below. And I'll let you know next video. Yeah, that's about it. Alright, my dog means dismissed.